like a freight train will. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Gravy drips in the southern drawl. Stories thick like the cypress tall. Radio rebels riding wild and free, shouting truths like a storm at sea. Hey, hey, can you feel that beat? Boots on the floor, fire in the heat. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Tells the dirt roads, whiskey skies that cut through the night like fireflies. Laughter echoes through the pines, two voices cross them county lines.
We're muted. We're muted. I wasn't even on.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Well, we're just sitting here running our mouths, you know. It's no big deal.
I swore I muted it, muted itself back somehow.
Well, we were talking about Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
The movies, the series.
And the Blob.
And the Blob being the scariest movie from my youth.
Yeah, broski, I actually did unmute it, and then it came back and muted itself. That happened once before. The machine takes over.
You know, that's what everybody's scared of right now.
Yeah.
AI's taking it over.
That is weird. I had that happen one time. It muted me back, you know.
Wow.
It's something, somehow you tie all these systems together. I think it does it. But yeah, scary movies, we just kind of mentioned that up in front, the Cornbread Man and Biscuit Boy Morning Show. And, you know, we were talking about the Friday 13th, the Blob, some of those early movies. I didn't get into the genre later. I haven't watched a single one of them. But I did watch some of the 70s, early 80s kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know, they had those, some of them were pretty gory. But did you ever see The Faces of Death?
Yeah.
Those were some wild videos, dude. I mean, I think number 3, because there were like 17 of them, Faces of Death 3, showed some people getting mashed, you know, and different things. Yeah. But, I mean, these are really deaths that they filmed. and it's pretty wild.
Yeah. I just I don't get into the thing, man. Like I don't get into that.
Yeah, but my big thing is, trying to get, watching it and thinking, how they're going to get out of this, trying to figure it all out. I'm pretty good at figuring things out, especially movies. I can watch 10 minutes of a movie and tell my wife what it's all about, pretty much. Small town in Philly, yep.
Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, but it was supposed to be set in the Midwest, right?
I don't
Wasn't it
remember.
supposed to be set in the Midwest? The idea of where they were at for that?
Probably.
I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it was supposed to be like Midwest, some town in the Midwest. Anyway, yeah, but for its time, that was an amazing movie.
Steve McQueen.
I was a big Steve McQueen fan. He was a
He
complicated
got a
character.
little outside of his comfort zone for that one, I believe.
He was Steve McQueen was a complicated individual, but it is said late in his life he became a Christian. He got
I
cancer.
hope so.
He was kind of a rough and tumble guy. He's the kind of guy. People are not gonna like this, but he's the kind of guy that might smack someone around a little bit. He did that. He did that.
Sometimes you got to take gloves off.
There. Well, I mean, even it's not. That's something we don't talk about too much. But like, there's a scene in a movie where he slaps a woman, and they said he was kind of that guy a little bit. I can see
I
Charles.
don't care who you are. Don't slap a woman in front of me because you're
I'm
going to taste your teeth.
I'm just saying that they said that was kind of his real kind of person coming out. But later on, he softened up.
Right.
I think before he died. Charles Bronson was a salty guy.
Well, look at his life. I mean,
His wife. She said I watched him on an old interview where they were both on there, and she was in. I wouldn't say using the word embarrassed. I think it was uncomfortable to him because she was telling how he really is at home, and she said, he's a coarse, salty, grumpy kind of guy sometimes, but we love him. But he can also be funny, and he loves it. He loves, and he has a great passion for art and different things. But he was that kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I remember the guy. Remember the movie where he's selling, what was that called? Where he's selling the watermelons, and
mechanic.
Mechanic. That's what I thought it was. I want to make sure I was right. The actor, he was in everything. But remember the guy that the Hoods hired to kind of help them locally?
Vaguely.
That guy was in a lot of movies. But anyway, he's really a fascinating guy. Man, I think he's still living.
Actor.
He was. I would love to have him on the show. But he said that he loved the movie, but he said Charles Bronson was not nice to him on the movie. He said a lot of nice people, but I could never. That guy was never treating me nice. He said I hate to I'm not putting him down, but that was a hard movie for me to make because
probably something about him he didn't like.
He said he didn't like me. He didn't like me. He didn't give me time of day. We did the scenes together. They didn't have too many together, but they did have some.
Right.
But some people are just like that.
You ever met somebody they just rub you the wrong way?
Well, yeah.
Sometimes it happens, and sometimes those people turn out to be your best friends.
Yeah, I just think you're going to meet some people sometime. You gotta check your feelings at the door because they're a straight on kind of person, and they're just going to tell you exactly what they feel, what they're thinking, or anything, and they don't think about it in the ways of your feelings being hurt. Broski's that kind of guy.
Well,
he's told me he's that kind of guy. He's very straightforward, and he said so. He'll say things straight out, and check your feelings out the door.
Right.
It's not going to affect him.
And the great thing about it is, the Lord gives us direction. If you, and I think it's good for not just leaving the city or whatever, but a relationship. It could be any kind of relationship. But if you try and things don't work, and anyway, you kick the dust off your sandals when you leave and you don't look back.
Amen.
Sometimes those doors are meant to be shut and stay shut.
Well, I think some people, not all, but I think some people who have been hurt as children, sometimes they guard themselves. The defense mechanism is to be almost push you away at the beginning.
Yeah.
They don't make friends very easily because they want to keep everybody arm's distance away.
Right.
And it may take a lifetime to really get close to a person like that. That I'm not saying they're being ugly all the time, but I remember I remember Paul McCartney. After the Beatles broke up.
And Wings. Don't forget Wings.
Yeah, but this don't have anything to do with Wings. It was just
okay.
Paul McCartney.
Right.
He was trying to kind of reset the relationship with John Lennon, and so he goes to John's New York apartment, which was probably a palatial. I don't know.
Penthouse.
It was whatever it was.
Yeah.
There with Yoko and Sean and whatever. Anyway, he started showing up. Well, one day John says, "What are you doing?" I just thought we'd hang out. He goes, "No, dude.
We're done.
I don't want." I said, "We'll do some stuff together. We'll talk." But he said, "I don't want you showing up here every day, man. This is my home. I really just kind of hurt his feelings." He goes, I really don't want you here all the time. Sorry, but not sorry."
Well, at least you learned the true colors,
Paul left, and I think that was maybe the last time they were in person together. Paul was wanting that kind of relationship, and John said, "No, I really don't want you here like that. So, you need to leave."
And that can, you got to check your pride at the door too.
So some people are very private that way,
Yeah.
and they don't want, their time away is their time away. But it had to be tough after all they had done together.
Oh, I'm sure.
And Paul was really eager to, and then of course, he's murdered, and that had to be really tough for Paul.
I would imagine so, yeah.
But I think that Paul has, though, built relationship. Of course, he knew Julian, which was there, from way back,
Yeah.
Julian Lennon, and then Sean as well. I don't think Yoko. I don't think that was ever possible. She was kind of like that.
She was a nutcase. She was.
Did you ever buy any of her albums?
Yeah, right. It'd be like me getting Tiny Tim's greatest hits or something, I ain't tiptoeing through them tulips.
The Yoko Ono experience. There is a box set out there, I think, of all the Yoko Ono recordings that you could buy.
$2.98.
Well, there's people out there that'll buy stuff like that.
I don't understand why.
Maybe you got to be smashed.
There was one song she did. All she did was yell.
I'm thinking, what drugs did they have to be on for John to go? I mean, because after all, they made a lot of music. I'm just wondering, as John was in the control room going, "That was a good one, baby. We got it. Let's go on the next song."
The LSD
And the engineers in there going, "We're done? Yeah. Okay."
Yeah, that's when the LSD hit.
He's like, "That.
Tripping.
That's a top 10 hit if I've ever heard it, Yoko.
Yeah.
A top 10 hit." The engineers over here going, "Oh, yeah. How much money am I being paid to keep my mouth shut?" It was the one.
Them checks keep coming in.
Hey, if you got the money, if you have the money, and this is what they surround themselves with, people who tell them they're great at everything they do.
Hey, do you remember a show, HR Puffin Stuff?
Yeah.
Remember that show? HR Puffin Stuff? Something. Things get rough. I don't know why, but what you were just talking about reminded me. It's something just clicked in my head. HR Puffin Stuff.
Well, I'm glad to know that I remind you of something. Puffin Stuff.
It was the conversation, but that was a trippy show for kids. You had a dragon for a sheriff and a flute that talked. It was, and a witch, that had a flying broom.
We've had a lot of creepy stuff. The Teletubbies, that they were a little creepy.
Thank goodness that was out after kids were grown up a little bit or something. I mean, who wants to see a little thing prancing around with a purse? And,
I mean, Marnie's a little creepy.
Barney was really creepy. I love you. You love me.
Oh,
Weird shows, man.
strange stuff, man. Strange.
There were several cartoons out there that were weird. They used to have some that came on at night. The Squidbillies. Did you ever see the Squidbillies
Golly,
on
man.
the Cartoon Channel?
I'm not sure.
Oh, the Squidbillies were terrible. I mean, they only came on late at night, but they were squid, but they were hillbillies. Hillbilly squid. Squidbilly. It was hilarious. Some of the stuff was just hilarious, but it got kind of raunchy, but they were funny. Like we were talking about, we wish we could go back to today's.
Broski.
Yeah, he did fall off the short bus. How do you pronounce that? Is it retard or retard?
I don't know.
They had that debate in that movie where he gave them all mushrooms or whatever in Vegas. Do you remember that movie?
I don't guess I do.
Zach Galifianakis
I'm positive I never
was in the movie. It was a great movie. It was really funny. It was a little twisted, at times. The little naked Chinese man jumped out of the back of a Cadillac out of the trunk. He put the emphasis on re. See, I have that problem. I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable sometimes.
Well, that would be true. There is differences in how we say that. Right now, the emphasis is in England is their country is taken over by outsiders.
Yeah, they are.
Did you see the police running for their lives as the Islamic horde has run them out of an area?
Did you see Dearborn, Michigan?
Well, I know. We need to take care of that. We need some buses to roll in up there and start taking care of some things.
Hey, I'm sure that there are some tour buses and things like that could be utilized to tote people. Talk about rolling up on the South. I wonder how they'd feel if the South rolled up on Dearborn.
They rent these buses. They're paying somebody to take them.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to be the driver. I'd love to be the driver of one of these buses. All these freaks getting on the bus. Yeah. Anti-American, hate normal things. Freaks. That's what they are.
About the Grand Canyon
No. What I could just throw I think I would throw a conversation with Ted. I can't even think this morning.
All right.
Oh my gosh. One of the guitar man. What am I thinking?
The guitar man.
Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
I think I would throw him on there. Just tell him, because he's plain spoken. I'd make him listen to that on the way to their little protest.
Yeah.
Excuse me, driver. We don't like what you're playing. Yeah, shut up. My job is to drive you. That's it. Oh, by the way, I'd pull like a string and like a MAGA flag would fall down or something.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be playing YMCA over and over and over.
Rusky says one of my goals in life was never go to New York City again or anywhere in the state of New Jersey.
Amen.
New York City?
The place we've lost it. We've lost New York City.
Well, I mean,
I'm going to tell you something. Have you ever seen that movie, Ken? K-I-N. It had Patrick Swayze.
You talking about Next of Kin?
Was it Next to Ken?
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze?
Yeah.
Where his brother gets killed.
Oh, yeah. They all roll into town.
Yeah. When them hillbillies roll in, I mean, one of them's a bus full of snakes.
Thank you for the follow. That's the third one this morning. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
But
With a bus full
Yeah,
of
snakes. They got the guy with the bows and arrows, hunting dogs.
Right.
You name it. They got them all rolling into town.
And I want to tell you what, you don't want to make them mountain folks mad. You don't want to piss off the country boy. I'm just telling you. People don't realize.
Watch what you're saying, Paul. I mean, Biscuit Boy AOC is going to roll up on you down here in the South one day.
I'm so scared.
Could you just see her pulling up and going, "Hey, boy"? No.
Listen, I would have to peel my wife off of her. My wife would. You talk about beating the brakes off somebody.
Hey, boy.
Yeah,
we don't like how you talk. We don't like what you do down here in the South.
Here, eat through a straw for a couple of
I
weeks.
mean, people like Tim Walz is going to come down here and roll up on somebody? Come on. Man, he would be crying in his shoes.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't wear socks. His little loafers. He'd be crying. Man, I've been watching that, been commenting on it in different shows. They're getting help from NATO, I suspect, and maybe even American help. They are hitting home with everything they're sending into Moscow. They're blowing up energy all over the country, man. Crimea is almost cut off from any gas supplies or anything, man. Lots are going out in places. Buildings are on fire. It is absolutely, they're absolutely lighting them up right now.
Is it not amazing how this was the main news a few months ago, and now it's not even a footnote on
No, and even the president saying, talking about Zelensky, and he's like bragging on him. Zelensky says he's going to set up a long-range command center. Long range, what? This is talking about the long-range end. But I'm telling you, I got a feeling these are being directed not from Ukraine shores. I think they're being directed at some compound somewhere. It could be anywhere in the world. They may be being launched from Ukraine,
right?
But the command center is not in Ukraine. I'm telling you, they are getting help. Old Elon might even be involved in that. I'm telling you, they are hitting home. They're shooting some of them down, but a lot of those drones are getting through, man. They are nailing Russia right now. Did you hear about the latest person Tim Walz pardoned? If not, look it up. I can't top what his guy's crimes were. It was pardoned. I've heard a little bit about it. He's sicko, man. Sicko.
Tim Walz, he's one of those people back in the day that would have been tarred and feathered.
Really?
You know
That lot? I think it would have been worse. I don't mean that in a bad way, and I'm not trying to get canceled here, but
I know. I'm just
saying, a guy like that comes into town and starts that kind of campaign.
Yeah,
that's the kind of guy. At the very least, he's tarred and feathered. Above that, he
and run out of time.
He might be, walking through some
pistol whipped. I mean, he could have been a lot of things.
Because like, what happened to you, Southern boy?
Yeah. Tie a rope to his ankle. The other end to
is that the kind of guy they drug through with the horse? The rope behind the horse. Drug him through the streets. That was in all the westerns. That's the guy they lassoed and pulled through all the rocky areas as a lesson. Don't do that.
Over all the cactus.
Well, that's kind of where I was going, broski. Is I kind of think it went a little deeper than that. Well, let me ask you: when you see a guy like that come into your community and he's, I gotta be careful here. We'll just say he's being who he is, and he's around. He starts approaching your kids. That's a guy.
Well, I will tell
it's
you
over,
what,
man. Nobody would put up with that.
I would take him out in the swamp, tie him to a stump, and I would just let Mother Nature take its course.
Are you saying that's the guy they put honey on, and let the ants and all come and whatever?
There's things out there in the woods in swamps you don't want to mess with.
I am glad to see that overseas, though, in Europe, England's crap. But there's some other countries where these freaks are walking around naked. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. They're walking around naked and showing themselves in front of kids. Yeah. They're beating the brakes off these people, man.
Yeah, as well as
multiple men showing up. I mean, just beating and women beating the brakes off of them. Like, get out of here.
Good.
You're not coming. You're not doing that here. I applaud it. Yeah, turkey? I mean, let's go.
What do you think about turkey?
Have the whole dug ahead of time. What, Paul?
What'd you think about Turkey? What their response was to that cruise ship?
Remind me. I'm not sure I know
Well,
what
it
you
was
speak
it
of.
was a Pride cruise ship, you know.
No, I missed that. I didn't know.
And they did not allow. They would not let them pull into port. Said that they did not agree with the values. They denied them entry.
Well, I think we should do more of that.
I agree.
I mean, we have air marshals on most flights. Well, maybe not every, but most. I think they should be, not only evaluating before they board up, but if somebody starts, acting up on the way, they're just not mark them and go, okay, they radio ahead or they top ahead. Have guys with the straight jacket ready. We're going to take out a person in aisle seat 2A or
Right.
whatever. Cannot be allowed to be let loose in America. Will not be allowed. We're revoking their visa, whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hello, 14-year-old granddaughter. You want to come on screen and say hello?
No.
She says
Oh,
no.
come on.
Her birthday's today.
Happy birthday to you.
She waited till midnight to come in. I fell asleep, but I woke up because I was waiting on her because she was like waiting, counting down the time. She kept coming there 3 hours to go, 2 hours to go, hour to go, 40 minutes to go. So I'm just waiting. She comes in there. I'm 14 years old. Love it. She decided up early this morning.
I hadn't been asleep. If I slept, it might have been 20 minutes. I was in pain. I couldn't sleep. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I think
Sorry, my eyes are burning.
we have New York. New York is in California, or San Francisco, where these are the test tube tests that should tell us how come these policies, the allowance of certain people in our nation will not work. That should be, the experiment should be ended right there.
New York is going to be a shining light of how socialism does not work.
Exactly. And I know this is a radical move, but I really believe you can say, Dave, you're crazy. It's not right. It's against our freedoms or whatever. I believe before President Trump leaves office, this guy will not be in office. I believe the president will find some way to remove him.
Who's that?
Mom
Jerry
Dummy.
Wolf in the house.
Mom Dummy. There's Jerry Wolf, the operations assistant for
Wolf
the network,
Network.
coming in from working all night.
How art thou this morning, brother?
He too has not been up or not been asleep. He's been up all night.
Yeah, I'll be getting giddy here before long. By the time we get to our last show, I ain't no telling how.
Giddy like a girl? I've never seen you giddy.
I don't believe it'd be like a girl.
Do you turn into something with lack of sleep?
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Get you a biscuit there, courtesy of Biscuit Boy.
Oh man, they're good.
Young man.
If you like steaks,
You know
cheese, that's what it is.
His birthday's next. He's like right around the corner.
Right?
You know he will be 40 years old. I can't believe it, dude.
40 years old.
Man, I feel so old.
Wow.
40 years old.
Means you were 21 when he was born.
Yeah.
So that picture. Of you and Lynn, you were 21.
I was 21 years old. Lynn was 24, almost 25.
Awesome.
That I was looking at that picture and I was going, wow. like wow. Like what the heck, Broski says they just legalized adult bathhouses and sex venues. Oh man, they were banned since the 80s because of the AIDS epidemic. Now they're legal again. Well,
Minnesota is just about a loss.
Coming to a city near you, let's celebrate these sicko things that are going on.
It's mental illness, and that's what we need to. It's one of two things. It's demon possession or mental illness. It's one of those two things.
I mean, what's next? Is it going to be the animal top places where they can go in and I
don't know.
I mean, they're legalizing everything. I mean, like let's just whatever's on the
they'll be
table.
fornicating in the streets before long.
Well, they already do that in some parades. I'm telling you, man, they have a protected status in certain cities, and those parades they do. I'm telling you, man, there's I know at least 2 cities openly with kids lining the sidewalks, with their parents. Say that loosely, parents having relations right there in the parade, dude.
Any parent that would take their child to something like that,
They should lose
needs to have child protective services.
I agree.
Called upon them.
Well, they try to.
The only thing is, if you do, if it's a boy, they might try to cut his sack off or something,
But I'm telling you that they try to make people like me and you, conservatives, people that have values, they try to make us look like stupid and inhumane people because we don't want them to go down to the library and go down and put a dollar bill in some drag queen dancing around on stage at the local library. Story time,
Read the book.
Well, they don't read the book. They just gyrate around, man. It's like a full-on sex show. And people are sending their kids down there with dollar bills to put down the little bitty tiny panty they got on. I mean, men. It's and then they mock us. They mock us, man. They mock us.
Well, they're scared of the masculinity. They tried to. I mean, come on,
No, my kid will never be there. My grandkid or anybody else.
No.
But I feel sad for the kids who are being indoctrinated that way.
Well, the thing is, I mean, all right, Tim Waltz, take him for instance.
Do I have to? I don't want to take him.
They tried to push him as the new masculine male. All right.
Who was trying to push him as that? The left? I mean, because he was a hunter, he could pick up a gun. I mean, come on.
He was queer as a football bat. I mean, he was. That's just, and I'm sorry to say that, but listen, you want to live a particular lifestyle.
That's your business. But I don't have to have it around my business.
Country, and you have free will.
But I don't have to have it around my.
But don't put that in my face because I have free will as well, and my free will trump yours. I guarantee you.
It's like it reminds me of an old episode of All in the Family where Edith does not know that she's contacted these swingers. She thinks they're just people lonely looking for friendship.
Right.
Archie's trying to figure this out. Well, they show up. They swap. They swap spouses. Swingers for the night. Well, anyway, the guy comes in with a box of cigars, which he was a big cigar smoker. He's like, hey, check, what are these people here? And she goes, they're just people looking for friends. And, so they start dancing and everything. They swap partners. He still don't get it. Well, then the guy pulls out like a little view thing. You can look in. And he's like, check this out, Archie. And he looks into it and he goes, whoa, man, you put the wrong picture on. You got that from some bachelor party or something. You don't want your wife seeing that. She goes, that's her in the picture. And he's like, what? And he looks. And I just love that. The guy says, here, Edith, you look at it. And Archie's like, no. And he just goes nuts. He said, these are 2 dirty people. And that's what happens, man. I mean, we've got just dirty people that have no boundaries, no morals. It's whatever freak show you want. And they try to make the world believe that that's normal. It's not normal. What you do in your house is your business, as long as it's not illegal.
Let me tell you something.
But it's not normal. It's just not. And let me tell you, I have seen people that I know. And listen, I get it. You got somebody in your family and they're doing that. Okay? You're stuck. I got it. But don't try to sell me that it's normal.
Listen.
You deal with your deal, but that's not normal.
I disagree 100% with any pride parade. I just disagree with it 100%. Number one, why do you have pride? What are you proud of? Tell me what you're proud of. You're an abomination to God. What you're doing is. And I know that God is no respecter of persons. Sin is sin is sin. But don't openly sin and continue and try to push it down my throat.
I mean,
I'm not swallowing it.
under the rules of America, they can have the permit. It's not something I'm going to. I don't like it. I don't like it rolling through the town.
Whatever you want to do, just don't do it.
But my point is here's what's happening in America. First of all, it's the open nudity, and I mean it's everybody. We're not talking about just top. It's
I
bad.
understand.
Openly having relations. People taking their kids to this. This is sad, but it goes deeper.
Look at Sodom.
They
and Gomorrah.
bar. These are protected zones, and if you go into that zone, even if you just put a scripture on your shirt, they will arrest you. They have autonomy in that zone while that's going on. Sometimes for a whole weekend, you can't witness to anybody. You can't, yell out and tell them you can't do that. They will arrest you.
They better bring SWAT.
They've been doing this in Atlanta for years, man. There were preachers that would go down in churches, and they would go down and they would, sing songs, or they would preach, or some of them just silently wore the shirt that had a scripture about it. They said, if you come into this zone, you will be arrested. We will not allow it.
So that's just pure evil.
But at the same time, if me or you were going to have a bunch of churches or Christians or whatever go down the street, get a permit, and parade and celebrate Jesus,
they could throw rocks, hand grenades, whatever.
They would stand there and do nothing. This is the problem I have. I'm not here to put anybody.
The problem that we have.
I'm not here to put anybody down. Because that's between you and God. What I'm saying is, you cannot. I'm not going to accept that. It's not normal in my life. It's not normal in society.
No, it's not.
But at the very least, your right to parade can't trump my right to protest.
And I want to tell you,
and I don't mean the pun of saying the Trump, but it does not cancel me out.
I want to say this: I love all of them. I do. I don't care how you associate yourself with the world or whatever. I love you. I do. We're all brothers and sisters in Christ. The thing that I don't like is the sin. I as a Christian, am to flee from sin. We're not supposed to, seek it.
Yeah, I have friends. But of all different levels, man.
That's the thing. We still love
but I don't let those things enter my home. I don't let them enter and poison, my children's minds. Now, there could be things at school. Things happen.
Listen,
who knows?
As long as people,
but I protect, shield them, whatever. They can say shelter. I don't care.
As long as
they know that it's out there, but I don't want
it. They should in decent society. That's all that matters. Behave in public, in society. Behave the way you're supposed to.
Go to any nation on the face of the planet outside of America and try to have that kind of parade, and you tell me how that works out.
Yeah, you'll get shot.
They would never allow that.
They would hang some people.
I really, if there's one out there, I don't know where it's at. I swear, I do not think. Could you do that in Moscow, going down the center of town? Could you do that in Egypt, Cairo? Could you go? Could you be in Riyadh?
Country in Turkey.
Could you go into Tehran? Could you go to Tehran and have that kind of parade? No. Could you go? Maybe France. Maybe I don't know. England's gone. Who knows?
Oh, France and England, you can do whatever you want
to
do there. But
most nations are not going to put up with that.
The Muslims do not like that. So
I don't even think through Mexico City you can roll through town doing that. I don't. I don't know about up there where you're at or going to be there, broski. I don't know if they'll let you do that through the streets of Toronto. But I'm telling you, that's ridiculous. You should not have that kind of crapola going on through your streets.
What broski say? The alphabet people and supporters are saying their sexual preference defines them as a person. Satan is their daddy.
And they're free to say that. They're free to say all of that. I'm not hindering their right in any way to say that. What I'm saying is it's not normal. It's never been normal in society ever.
Well, the sad truth of the matter, Cornbread Man, is we're starting to realize a new normal. Well,
a lot of people are just getting comfortable with it,
Well, I ain't getting comfortable with it. I'm going to
They have indoctrinated the youth of America, to a lot of them, to believe that this is just normal society, because they know they're not going to change me and your mind. They know that. So what they do is try to use brute force, to use changes in policy or whatever.
Don't try the brute force thing.
You will accept.
I have forgotten more ways to harm you than you've ever known. It's, I mean, I used to be a student of that. That's what I did.
Well, and I didn't even mean like physically, which could happen.
Thank God that old man did.
They would, if they were going to do that, it would be in groups. I mean, real groups where you're like outnumbered. But the brute force, I mean, is they just shove it. They shove it down your throat through different changes of policy and things that they get pushed through to say like it or lump it. But we're here. We're going to do it and stop it. You can't. So, and if you try to speak against it, you're arrested. Same thing with abortion clinics. Now they're saying you can't show up and pray. You can't show up. These are constitutional rights. This act that Biden passed, the president has got to get that thing out of the way.
Well,
listen, I should be able to pray. Now I get it if I'm blocking access.
We cannot let a handful of cities tell the majority of people what they're going to do. We can't allow.
See, this is what we fought the war over, and people thought it was about slavery, but it was about states' rights. Yes, slavery was a big part, and nobody's for slavery, but there's a different kind of slavery going on to nowadays, where the policies of California, they want to tell you in North Georgia or South, East Tennessee, how you're to live your life here, and it must be in line with their values. No. So the fight over states' rights,
I'm telling you,
which is what the Supreme Court did with, with some cases. They said they pushed it back to the state, no federal mandate, but said it's not illegal, and they left it up to the state. See, that's the problem. We were formed as a nation collectively that had states' rights. The federal government was supposed to be limited very much in scope, and the states, they did agree to certain things. Obviously,
as far as day-to-day governing, the states are supposed to do
the transfer of roads, treasury, whatever, interstate commerce. Those things had to be decided on as a collection of states what they would do to work together. But your state was the driving factor in all that.
Yeah.
And now they're saying that, they want to say the state don't have a right. The federal government's used tax dollars to browbeat states into accepting things they wouldn't normally do it. I say for states,
you do this or you ain't getting this.
I say we need to tell the federal government, as the states need to say, you're not getting the money. We will give you a percentage for those federal things to defend us for that, but the machine is not getting our money. The states are going to have to stand up and defy them.
Have to stand up. The people are going to have to stand up and say, hey, I'm tired of you taking part of my pay every week.
Yes, I have.
Against the law.
I have, Broski, the hearing to decide whether they're going to have a hearing. I mean, I think it's pretty evident they're going to have a hearing. The boyfriend burned him down. I mean, they got nothing left.
Somebody.
The boyfriend told it all in his interviews and everything. He buried dude. Dude ain't got nowhere to go with this. He might as well go for a plea deal. I'm telling you, he won't win that case.
Death penalty.
And that's not counting the other evidence they got. Just the testimony that they've already got on interview recorded or whatever after this event. They've already got enough to put this guy, in
under the jail.
Well, yeah. It wasn't mentioned at the hearings, but it came out a day or two ago that Charlie Kirk's security team called Ben Shapiro's security team while they're transporting Charlie Kirk after he was shot and being rushed to. The hospital, Shapiro's security are all former IDF. Well, maybe, but this guy, he was involved. I mean, he didn't deny it. He said, I did it. They have evidence that he did it. And his boyfriend said he did it. He told his boyfriend he did it. I mean, that all may be true, but he did it. I mean, you'll never get other people. I think there was nefarious things going on at Butler, but there's no doubt that freak kid climbed up on top of that building and shot the shots. I mean, there's a fireman not alive today that was killed that day. They want to say it was fake. Well, there's a family missing their loved one. He was shot, no doubt about it. He was killed. And that guy, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he was linked up with somebody, but we'll never see those guys. God's going to have to sort that out.
He was linked up with with some trans folks, and just like the shooter that we were just talking about, Charlie's
Sure.
trans.
Well, they wanted to stop.
Boy,
They wanted to
girl,
stop it.
whatever. You know that it's all. I'm telling you,
Well,
it's either demon possession or mental.
Well, the
illness.
church,
It's
the church,
one
and
or the other.
the church school in Nashville. That was the same thing.
Yes, it was.
We are definitely now a target, and the Christian community, pastors, leaders, school teachers, whatever, our political leaders, all of those people, anybody that has a voice for reason for what we're saying today, we would be a target. We would be a target to shut us up. Now, we're not big enough that they're going to even notice us, but they would not like us, and they would want to do it.
Like I said,
The entire situation feels off. I don't buy this Tyler
they
Robinson
suck
narrative.
my toe.
He went to such lengths to know where all the cameras are on the stairwells. It is faith from each one, but puts it in text that he did it. Seems way too stupid. Well, I don't know that he was ever a smart guy. I believe he was involved. I believe that. If there's others, that may be, but I believe the kid was involved, or the young man, or whatever he was. I mean, we have his family is involved. I mean, they're the ones that were calling in. I mean, he's definitely involved himself.
Right.
It wasn't just the guy; it was his family as well. I mean, they brought in people. I mean, there's a lot of people involved here, so I'm agreeing that there's a deeper level that we could always have at Butler or wherever it's at. There could be layers to this stuff. I would love to know.
How deep is the deception?
Is there left in this country that has put out a hit on him? I would love to know that.
Yeah.
Because they should be, cuffed and stuffed and taken off to Supermax. But it's going to be hard to get that. It really is. If they can explore that and find out that really happened and who it was, and then they should pursue that. Absolutely. But I do believe the kid's involved. I mean, was he a patsy? Maybe. I don't know. But did he just shoot the shot and it's not the one that did it? I don't know. They say they got all that stuff. Is there it's like the grassy knoll, man. Is there another shooter at Dallas? I'm certain there probably was.
Oh, I know there was.
But was that dude a freak, and was he involved?
The driver of the limousine is the one that shot Kennedy.
But I'm
the
saying
driver of his own limousine.
That freak was up in there, and he did take shots. The people that try to clear Oswald, the dude was no good, man. He's a freak. I mean, the guy was involved. I mean, he had openly traveled to Russia and all this stuff. I mean, I don't understand why they want to swap and say just because did he fire the kill shot? I don't know, but was he involved? Sure, he was involved. So he just, he was involved. He was involved. So this kid, Tyler, whatever, he's involved. So is he going to be the main fall guy? Maybe. Is there others involved? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. But he don't deserve to go home. He don't get to go back into his life and say, "Oh well, I wouldn't." No, I mean he gets a trial. That's what he's going to get.
Listen,
but I'm telling you, he's going to lose. He's going to lose that trial.
He's either going to get the death penalty if the DA seeks that, or he's going to make a plea deal for life.
I don't think he'll get to that point. I think if they feel like it's going to go that way, I think he makes the plea deal. This evidence is so very strong. I really seriously think that the next trial, right before it starts, I think this kid's going to take the life, and he don't want to be
one of the best framing jobs I've ever seen.
I mean, he is definitely there. He's there. He's involved, and he's going to be. And listen,
these guys are good contractors.
I don't know anybody's heart. I'll say nothing. I'm going to make a lot of people mad, a lot of people, but it's my right to have my feelings about it.
That's right.
I do not hate Erica Kirk, and I don't understand how all of them just make her like she's this evil person that didn't love him.
Well,
and
because she knew Donald Trump before she knew Charlie.
I'm sick of the jumping on her every time she sheds a tear, like she's not. It's fake tears and all this stuff. Listen, I'm not going to judge anybody. I've had people judge me before when I didn't cry about something and I wasn't sincere about it. Some people cry more than others or whatever. Is she perfect? Ain't none of us perfect. But I don't buy this whole thing that she's involved or whatever.
She has one of the hearts that will forgive, just like she said, I forgive you.
But there's a full-on hatred of her. I mean, hatred of her.
Well,
I don't hate anybody. And listen, if whoever's involved, they're not getting away with it.
No,
They still have to stand before a mighty God in the judgment hall of God, and they will answer for those things. If it's not under the blood, they're going to answer for that.
More deceptions come upon this earth through the news mainly, but we're going to see a lot more of it. And folks, just get ready. Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's on the way.
I meant to tell you, there was a guy. I'm going to have to send this to you. There was a guy responded to our show about our clip about Jimmy Hoffa, and he says he says he knows where he's buried, and he tells the story that he has I think it was a woman actually. Her daddy was involved in this, and that's where she got her knowledge. I don't know. I have to look that up. She
where does he say he's buried?
It was a she. I think from her dad. It was in God, I can't remember now, man. I'm gonna have to look that up again wherever I posted that.
Well, if it's not Whitwell, Tennessee, I disagree.
It's not Whitwell, Tennessee.
I disagree with it.
And they give the reasons for that and what happened, who was involved, and da da da. Yeah. So I'm not saying you got to agree with it. I'm saying that they said that's not true.
That's what they want.
And
that's what they want you to think.
That she said, no, that's not where he's at. He was here. That's where they took him. So I don't know.
Well, respectfully, I have.
And she wasn't ugly about it. She just said, no, that's not.
I understand, and I'm just respectfully. I have a very good knowledge of the source that I got it from. All right, he was a connected person.
I wish I could find that right now. I'd love to show it to you. So I'll just have to look it up. I meant to send it to you, but I don't remember which. Well, I'll have to look back through the platforms. I don't remember which one it was. Right. And I'm thinking I saved it somewhere.
Was killed, Hoffa was killed up north.
Yeah.
You said his body was transferred down here. When, I don't know, but I know the final resting place is at the bottom of a coal mine. With several sticks of dynamite right behind it.
Yeah, they have a whole nother. I'll have to find it. I don't have time right now to look it up, but I just thought I would. I can't believe I forgot because I wanted to tell you about that.
Right.
That's what they said, and I just don't remember which app it was on.
Well, hey, I could be, completely full of it. I just don't think I am.
Well, I'm not. Again, I'm just saying this was their view of what they believe to be happening. I just thought I would share the information.
And their view could be right. Mine could be wrong. That I'm not saying, I'm not going to get into all of that. I'm just telling you what I've been told, what my opinion is. I was not there. I can't tell you for sure. I'm not an eyewitness.
Well, yeah, maybe they're not.
All right, what I have heard from someone else.
I'll have to look it up, dude. I don't really remember where it's at, but
anyway, am I going to have to start watching out?
But another
little red dots on my shirt.
There's another one where we mentioned about. I think this is a clip. I don't know if you were in this one, but somebody related to the attempts on the president's life said that all those were fake. That's that we got sent out because of a conversation that I had on one of the shows about Butler and other things.
Yeah, I've heard all that. People are going to make up all kinds, especially those with TDS. I mean, TDS unfortunately is a real thing, and those that are afflicted with it are not making very good decisions.
I really think soon we're going to have BBS. Biscuit Boy Syndrome. There's going to be some people they're going to be so angry at you. They're going to say, I don't like what that guy has to say.
Hey,
just a mention of Biscuit Boy is going to drive them insane. They're going to be like those we see in the video. They're out there screaming, but the very mention of Biscuit Boy.
Yeah.
So I heard there's another deadline for Iran. What is going to be the final outcome there? It's going to be Toast City for a little bit. I kind of think we're going to hit infrastructure. We're going to take over Carg Island. I believe that's going to happen. We're going to set up the new government. and it's going to start uprising the government, and we'll fund that government with some of the money that we're holding. That's my opinion. And we're going to continue to. We're going to funnel weapons, probably backdoor channels, to the people that are willing to fight in Iran. I really think that's where it's going. But Broski, did you hear this?
I would not doubt that.
I mentioned it earlier. That wonderful specimen of a human being, I say that facetiously, Jeb Bush, he is worried. He gave a speech down in Miami, Florida. He is worried about the cluster of drones down at Cuba, 300 of them that they got from Iran, and how dangerous it is for America and our military. And they could drop. They have 100-pound payloads, and we could all be in trouble here. We better pay attention. And da 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 da.
It never make it to sand.
If we don't, Israel will. To your question, absolutely. Israel has already said we're ready for round 3. They're loading up the planes right now, and if we don't do it, they will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jeb Bush is. Yeah, he is. He's a freak show. I never liked the guy, but he's now giving.
Like the way you put that, broski. He is low.
He's the guy. He's the guy who would pee his pants if a drone, if someone made a threat to him like they did the president. He would just cry. Dude, he has no cojones, man. Dude is weak as water, and he's worried about some drone. And I said this on the show tonight. If they dropped one drone, if he hit one blade of grass around Mar-a-Lago, Havana would be a dust pile. Havana, Cuba would be a dust pile. And he said they was worried they're going to hit Gitmo. I promise you, we got enough Marines in Gitmo to take care of the problem. Under this president, it won't be no Bay of Pigs. It won't be no Bay of Pigs. How did they monkey that up? I mean, how did they?
Well, they pulled everybody back.
I mean, come on.
This way, I mean,
the pigs are going to rise again.
Wouldn't doubt it.
There's going to be a running of the pigs.
Yeah, the running of the pigs.
That little. By the way, they're without power down there. You know, we've shut them off from their energy sources and all that. They had a countrywide blackout. It's happened 3 times already. And that's going to happen in Iran. There's going to be blackouts. They're going to start, infrastructure is going to start failing. The people are going to rise up. The president gave them a path to make a deal. They rejected it. Now he says, what did he say about them? They're scum. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve a discussion anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, Gitmo is it's a ghost.
What do you mean by erase it?
Like Area 51.
What do you mean erase it? Like we're not going to keep Gitmo there? I don't know what you mean there.
Gitmo.
I think Gitmo continues to go. I used to love Rush Limbaugh. He had the Club Gitmo hats. Man, I love that because the liberals were coming into power and saying they were going to shut down Gitmo. And you remember when Obama was going to build a prison here in the United States for all the people at Gitmo, these terrorists, and the people in every state that they mentioned said, you're not building that in our state.
No.
That's not going to happen. That's a bad idea to put these terrorists inside the boundaries of the United States, the continental United States. And he got shut down hard on that. Even in areas where he thought he would have support, we're going to build jobs. We're going to build a prison. We're going to shut down Gitmo. Even the liberals in their area said, we don't want that in our city. We don't want that in our state. We're going to destroy all evidence, so yes, it'll be turned into a parking lot. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Gitmo is going to continue to be a place that we house people. It's a necessary place for us to have a military presence, a holding area, whatever you want to say. I may be wrong. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I don't believe Gitmo goes anywhere. They took their best shot to do away with it. It's not going to happen.
There's a lot of things they can get away with at Gitmo that they can't get away with in the continental United States.
Well, it falls under military law, and it doesn't fall under the laws of the land. And that's what ticks them off because they can waterboard or whatever they need to do.
That's right.
And you know what? It's an ugly business, but I support that.
I do too.
It saves lives. And I'm not a person that normally would say I want torture, but let me tell you what. We got people out there that want to kill everybody in this country.
Yeah.
They want to torture and kill our children, our wives, and everything else. And those evil people are every day trying to find some way to hurt this country.
Harm.
And if they get put through a little bit of that, I don't care. If we get intel that's telling us who is what is the
take them out.
A spy inside or the terror cell inside our nation,
take them out.
I don't have a problem with it. And I know that falls into some danger stuff because I get it as a free country. I just think you think they're going to change location. I don't understand the need for. I understand the need for it, but I think it'll be a different location at some point. But where would you go?
Desert, Antarctica.
Well, but yeah, so it'd have to be someplace we have some sort of control over.
All right, we got all kinds of control in Antarctica.
You have to have. We've got other territory.
Moon.
Well,
You know, they've already got space stations and stuff built on the dark side of the moon.
I heard you say that. I don't know that I buy that, but
I'm just saying, man.
but I find it interesting that on the dark side, I think of that song out of that movie, The Dark. I think
Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Well, I'm just wondering what kind of party life and facilities they have on the dark side.
I don't know.
We got the disco going on, the big ball over there on the dark side.
Yeah, either that or it's like a scene out of Star Wars.
Well, I could see that, broski. I could see that. My birthday girl's going to go to bed. She's so tired because she's been up all night.
Yeah, me too.
But you won't go to bed. You'll end up going and doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm going home, change clothes, go to the gym, work out, play pickleball, swim a few laps, all that good stuff.
No, I agree. It's all about protecting ourselves. I said this the other night. We don't need nobody in the world. We're here to help some nations if they want to, but we need to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to have max protection for any incoming.
We got more people coming wanting to get us than any other country in the world.
That's it. And honestly,
and we do more for everybody than anybody else.
Who would you say is our friend in the world that would come to our defense if we were under attack?
Israel.
They're the only one. And that's amazing. So many people hate Israel, but honestly, they would.
Yep.
They really would.
I agree.
They would. I just don't see England, and they'd be able to going. I don't think that's a Yank problem. I don't think we should get involved in that.
Poland.
Maybe.
Would step up. There's a few countries I believe would step up.
It won't be France.
Oh Lord, no. That'd be wetting their bridges.
There'll be no Middle Eastern country do it besides Israel. I don't see them coming to our defense.
You don't think any of them princes might throw some money in?
No, they just throw money where they can manipulate the American politician. Well, everybody from the Bushes, the Clintons, they've all had their hand in that cookie jar.
Oh yeah. And you know all.
What do we think, Little Zia Station? That? Oh, he's not in Ukraine. That's why I said that long range command center. That's where he's at. And when they said that, they were trying to make you think it was just long range attack. That dude is sitting in some command center somewhere in some country.
Did you know?
He's been traveling all over the world. He's not even been staying in there. Do what?
Did you know Obama is related to Jeb Bush? And W and all that. They're related through
Big Mike?
Satoro. No. The Barry. That was Obama's name, Barry.
I understand it, Barry
Satoro.
But how would that make them related?
Somehow down the line through his mom or something. Anyway, they're related to the Bushes.
I'd like to
see. If you go back and check all of the presidents, they're all related somehow. There might be a handful that are not, but the majority of the presidents came from the same.
Well, dude, aren't we all related to each other if we go far enough back?
Well, yeah, but they trace your mitochondria.
See, I don't.
So long, but I believe you check it out.
I say prove it.
They used to.
I'm calling BS.
Well, Judge Joe Brown's got the proof, and he's the one that said it. They used to
well, like I said, broski, you could go back and me and you are cousins of some kind.
Thank you.
We might be 150th cousins, broski. If you go far enough back, you can find a connection to everybody.
He's treated like family. That's how he got in. Is what I'm saying.
I'm
It's
not.
the truth.
I'm not buying that. I'm sorry. I'm going to call BS on that one.
You can. That's what we've talked about. You've got.
I hear that all the time too. It's documented.
Well, it is.
I say put up.
But anyway,
I'm reserving Cornbread Man's right to call. That sounds like way out there in the.
But it's true.
In the web world, interwebs.
But it is true. It is true.
Oh, well, you can say that. I'm just saying I don't believe it.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
And you have that right. And I respect
I'm going to tell you, it's like everybody who ever studied, everybody, well, like I said, broski, family trees, you ask anybody in the South, and they're all related to Robert E. Lee. Ask them. They've researched it out. What happens is you go back far enough, we all have a connection. All of us. I mean, that right there is like escalating something that doesn't mean anything. We are all connected. You go far enough back, all of mankind on this earth is connected to each other. Well, yeah. So that's what I mean. What does that mean?
Adam and Eve, I mean, that's.
Well, again, so what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Of course they're related. I'm saying on BS on some sort of a prescribed line. That
when I say cousins, related like that, I'm talking about they're still considered family. All right. They're not just, we don't even know these people or anything. They are, with the clan, with the clique. They ran around together. They played together. Jeb.
I'm not. Barry and Sotero was never running around with the bushes, man.
I'll bet you $1,000.
I'm telling you, man. Come on, man. Y'all jumped off the edge of the flat earth on this.
I'll bet you $1,000.
I love you both, man, but sometimes, I can only go so far. And I am not buying this one at all. We've went over. We've so gotten down this hole. We have blown through the hour and extended it.
Man, I can't believe that an hour has already gone by. This has been one of my favorite shows right here. I love doing that.
Hey, we love everybody. Our next show is recorded. It's not.
Yeah. Broski, thanks so much.
Man, dude, I get told this stuff every day, man. And every day. Nobody ever puts it up. They say, go research it. Well, now you're saying somebody's not. Now you said every one of them was. Now you're saying that.
I said about a handful.
Well, whatever. I'm not buying it. I'm not. But we're all related. Yeah. We're all related.
But it's not going back.
Dude, I don't believe it. It's AI, man. Come on. It's AI, dude. That has never. Come on. Come on, man. Who y'all watching, man? Who y'all pulling up late at night?
Where'd you get your information from?
Who are y'all watching eating the popcorn late at night and going, oh, man, check that out. I can't wait to tell the world. Everybody out there has a video.
Oh, I'm sure.
All these people have.
I'm sure, but
it's not a cop-out. I'm just saying it's bullcrap.
What about family photos?
It's bullcrap. It's bullcrap.
Okay, I'm just down.
It's bullcrap. I'll let y'all get away with a lot. I don't agree with that. I just let it go. I am throwing the hat down on this one.
And that is your right.
It is my right.
That is your right.
And I hear it on here all the time. All the time.
I wish you well.
It's the truth, Dave. I ain't seen one bit of shred of evidence that's believable that this is true.
You got to look for it. That's the thing. And I can't pull it up here. I will research it out. And I will make sure and put what sources that I retrieve the information from, just like a regular report.
Please don't let it be a palm reader in the Sahara or something.
Oh, Lord, no. I would never use a palm reader. Tarot cards are a lot better.
Yes, y'all are killing me, man. It's like we were having a good show, and all of a sudden y'all just went off the rails, man. I mean, like, hey, did we roll through Shroom Central South Texas or something,
listen,
man?
I'll tell you what, I am so used to this because I've been called a conspiracy theorist all my life.
Hey, man, love you. We got to get off here, too.
Broski, good to see you, brother. Wish you all nothing but love.
I got you fired up. I'm not buying it. That's not made up. I don't believe it one bit of it. I don't believe it. And I know there's the other thing I threw in there, the Bank of England, they're all in control, and it's all Jewish bankers.
It's not the Rothschild.
Rothschild, all Jewish bankers, they control the whole world.
No, not the whole world. There's 8 families. There's eight families.
And do they have control?
13 if you want to go far.
Do they have control of you today?
Jesus Christ has control.
Amen.
Because he's King of Kings.
Please come back under the shining
Lord of
light.
Lords, you know,
They don't have anything on me.
No.
What did we say a few weeks ago? Man can't touch me.
That's right. There no weapon formed against me will prosper.
I belong to the King. I am not worried about Rothschilds. I'm not worried about IDF. I'm not worried about the Mossad. I'm not worried about any of that crap.
Nope.
I get it. We look at it. I'm sorry. I just am. It's all going to happen. It's all going right along the way it goes, and it's going to continue going that way. We're headed towards an appointment with Jesus.
Amen.
Praise God.
Amen.
I love you guys. Y'all have killed me today. I love it though. It's absolutely wonderful, man.
Hey.
Brothers, just subscription, Substack, watching. I'll take the boy out here. We're recording it next week only at our Substack, and we're gonna get the road trip.
Out on the airwaves, mud soaked and loud. Cornbread man talking, biscuit boy proud. Static crackles like a rattlesnake's tail. Voices rolling like a freight train wheel. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking like love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Gravy drips in the southern drawl. Stories thick like the cypress tall. Radio rebels riding wild and free, shouting truths like a storm at sea.